Shalom, Zion. So first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to the great I am. And I want to wish everybody a happy feast of dedication for those who are celebrating it this week. Well, all right. The Most High will protect his people like he did in Goshen. Now, have y'all noticed throughout the United States and across the world, wherever our people are scattered, every time we have these disasters strike, it's like the Most High puts a hedge over our people. I find this amazing because this tells us that we are still the chosen people, that the Most High has not forsaken us. Now, it may feel like it to some of you all out there, but nothing can be further from the truth. The Most High has us in the palm of his hands. And remember, he's right above the firmament, y'all. I mean, you can't get no better than that. Now, at the wake of this current storm that happened in Mayfield, there was like 70 people or more. They still tallying up the deaths. Now, we know by far this is not the worst disaster that ever happened. But the point that I'm bringing out is that I'm hearing more and more reports how our people have been spared or protected or had a hedge over them, which is true because as we are scattered, these destructions are happening worldwide. But let's look at the worst recorded tornado deaths in history, in U.S. history. The 219-mile-long tri-state tornado of March 1925. So this happened back in 1925. Is also considered the longest tornado path by many sources. The deadliest tornado in U.S. history. It killed 695 people as it passed through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana during the overnight hours. So we've always had like some record-breaking destruction that happened in the past. And this happened almost 100 years ago. So this is nothing new under the sun, brothers and sisters. But the point that I'm bringing out is how the Most High always protects his people. No matter where they are, the Most High protects his people. This is why it's so important, why I always talk about getting back to his laws, turning back from our wicked ways. The only reason why we have not seen total destruction as of yet is because we are still scattered across the earth. But let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Let me tell you this clearly. When the Most High gathers us into one place, whether it be the next generation or the next, I'm telling you, all hell is going to break loose. All hell is going to break loose. And this is why we have not seen total destruction. Because our people, and see, these heathens better consider themselves very lucky. Because I'm going to tell you something that elites know. They know that wherever the people are scattered to, they're going to be protected. This is why they don't want to let us go. At least the ones who know, the world leaders. I mean, this thing is serious, and you look at how the Most High protects his people. I mean, throughout time after time, century after century, the Most High has always protected his people. Even when we came over here on ships, even though our forefathers were in captivity and in chains, but that was predicted. You know, that was already foretold that was going to happen. But out of that, the Most High still protected his people from certain destructions. Let me show you a prime example. Let's go to Exodus chapter 9. Exodus chapter 9 and verse 26. It says, only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. So at that time, our people were not scattered. They were gathered into all one place. And the Most High protected our people. But fast forward today, our people are scattered to the four corners. So wherever destruction is happening, the Most High is protecting our people. I mean, that is phenomenal. I mean, that is power. How the Most High can decipher through all this stuff and still put a hedge around his people. That should give us joy in knowing that we are the true children of Israel. And the elites know it too. This is why they don't want to let us go. And see, Zion, this is why we need to stop messing around. We need to make our Abba proud. Let us stop complaining. Let us get back to his laws, commandments, and statutes. Do you know what it means when it says that our enemies will fall before us? I mean, have y'all have any idea the power behind that? Let me show you. The book of Jasher, chapter 13 and verse 4. And now, therefore, if you will hearken to my voice and guard my commandments, you hear that? Guard my commandments, my statutes, and my Torah, then will I cause your enemies to fall before you, and I will multiply your seed like the stars of heaven, and I will send my blessings upon all the works of your hands, and you shall lack nothing. See, we got to get back to his ways. Our ways are not working. Our ways are wicked. And we have gone too far doing our own thing. And we need to rejoice in the ways of the Most High, because his ways are pure. His ways are everlasting, not our ways. You see, this phase that we're going through, this awakening phase, it's just the first phase. People are just now beginning to realize the Spirit is starting to hit our people all over the world. Remember, persecution got to come too. Don't think that we're going to escape that as well. But I'm telling you, our people are starting to rise up. They're acknowledging who they are, and they're getting back. And there's an and to that. Because it's not enough to just acknowledge, hey, I'm an Israelite. I'm of my forefathers. No, we got to get back. Faith without works is dead. And yes, there's some works in that, whether you want to admit it or not. That means when you start learning the truth, you get your fringes. If you're a brother, let your beard grow. If you can let it grow, don't shave your head. These things that our forefathers had to keep, we keep to remind us of the Most High's laws, commandments, and statutes. We need to get back to our heritage. Every other nation practice their own heritage except for us. We deny our heritage. We don't even want to know our heritage. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Yasharel does not know. My people do not even consider. That's crazy. But hey, if we expect the Most High to continue to protect us, we need to constantly get back to his ways. And as we do get back to his ways and we call upon his name and we keep his laws, he is going to continue to protect us like he did our forefathers in Goshen. Now, we have not seen anything yet, brothers and sisters. This thing is going to break. The Most High said that he will put out those nations little by little. In Deuteronomy chapter 7, he will put out those nations little by little. While at the same time, he is working us. He is putting us through the fire, and he's going to mold us and get us to where we need to be. So with that being said, I'll leave you with Revelation 14:12. And I say shalom and stay strong.